What's up, family? It's Kiahonfire, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today we're going to be looking at the new faction, the Grey Ones, coming to Sipta. Now, this is a bunch of new kind of people that are in the Isle of Sipta, particularly in the Savannah zone now, and they drop a lot of cool blueprints, and they give a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of statues in the areas and all sorts. So we're going to be checking that out today and seeing what's new here. They actually have a lot of new weapons that are really cool as well. So there's lots of different designs there. And one thing I noticed that's really important about these actual tools of the trade is they have bleed as a damage effect on them, which is incredibly strong in a lot of instances and can really help when you start out and playing the game as well. So it's pretty deadly. We've got some other things as well, and let's have a look at them first of all. We got all types of new tool here as well. So you can see you got daggers, short sword, shield as well. That's pretty nice. Spear as well that we got in here. I love the designs on these, very cool. We have the war axe as well in here. So all of these do bleed. They also all do really high damage as well. We got a katana in there. And you can find these just around the kind of ruins area and learn these. So the actual learnables are not kind of legendaries in the way of you'd only be able to get them out of bosses. You can actually learn them and make them, which is nice. But also begs the question, these are pretty damn strong weapons with the bleed effect, which could make them pretty deadly. But it won't have the effect like the gouging one does on putting bleed on the undead. So it'll only be putting bleed on targets that are, alive. And we've got the greatsword here. They all got that kind of obsidian star metal effect in them as well. We got a bow to add in the collection as well on this one. Very nice bow there that has, I think it's bonus accuracy, and we'll be looking into that closer in a bit. And then we have a nice hammer too that actually has a really good design on it. So there's a little look at all the different weapon types added in and their kind of appearance to see if you like that as well on an RP standpoint. Let's have a look into them further. We have the shield. It has a special feat on it actually. I haven't quite fully discovered what it does yet. I'll be looking into that further on later. Got that, but then we got all the weapons. Like I said, you got bonus accuracy on the bow, and then the other ones all do bleed, as you can see. And as you can see as well, the damage values on a lot of this stuff is incredibly pretty high. It's up in the legendary tier of damage. This could change because this is in Testlive, but I'm wondering how this is going to fit all in. It almost begs my question, I think the legendaries from the loot chest you can get absolutely need a rework after this. But anyway, let's have a look here at some of these special weapons, where to get them, and where to get some of them blueprints. We've got the war axe first here. At the moment, I can't interact with it, but again, it's in Testlive, but if you want it, it's here on the map. Go discover it yourself, go check it out, pretty decent stuff. And then if you were to go a little bit further down the ruins, this is a big ruins area, absolutely tons of mobs and a big space to explore. But if you were to go from the top down to the bottom, there is also some of these guys that have like a mini boss symbol or a boss symbol. And what these do is, well, of course, they're going to be the bosses of the area, but they also have a chance of dropping any of these kind of weapons that you can get. So if you wanted to get one of these early on without having the level to make it, then this could be a way to go about it by getting rid of one of these kind of guys that kind of guard the door. There's several of them in several of the ruins, but once you get rid of them, of course, it can give you a random assortment. I've seen daggers, I've seen swords in them, and I've also seen shields. They have an absolute random assortment of stuff in them that come from that kind of Grey Ones weapon loot table. Alright, so now let's have a look at another location. We'll look for the mace here. So here's a little map reference for you so you know where you're going to go and get this kind of thing. And we're going to go have a look around. So it kind of looks like this. We're going to go down, and it's literally on the stairwell down. It's easy to miss. So you get to this guy, and you can see on the left, you see that below, you see on the left there is the mace, and you can go pick this up and learn that. That's going to be very important for your thralls. I think it would be a very good addition for your thralls actually, because mace is still absolutely bang in the game. And that's double checking the blueprint. Let's go to our next location. And this one is like a multitude of different, weapons here. Even a little statue I found in the corner. You can find them absolutely everywhere in the grey ones area. I've only found them in the grey ones area so far, so you'll need to come here to go find those statues to use the spawning pools. We have the spear right there, but that's not the only thing in this kind of ruined location with these guys. There is also, just up here, a nice sword blueprint here too as well. So you can bend over and go and get it, nice short sword, and then if you were to go slightly off to the side, you can go and find another blueprint, which I'll definitely be going to get, is the shield right in the corner here on the floor. Easy to miss, but I did find it. Some of the blueprints I still haven't found, but I found a very good amount of them. Next we're in the proving grounds, and this is a great place to go find another one of these bosses. Now this dude actually last time dropped absolutely loads of stuff for me. He's that boss again. As you can see, he's dropped a well big assortment. I don't know if it'll be like that when it's released, but he dropped 2 nice weapons, and he dropped a skirt too, which is a light armor. We'll be looking into that a little bit later. But if you were to go up through here, down the stairs, on the table is a little skinning knife in a way. You go click on that and learn that, and you got some more blueprints, and there is the map location if you want to go find that for yourself. Anyway, let's have a closer look into this armor that they provide as well via this faction, and this is what it looks like from the front and the back. Personally, not something I'd probably go for, but it's definitely very cool and fits the theme absolutely. It is a grit set with agility as well, and it's also like, it gives quite a few statistical points as well, as you can see. But it's a pretty decent light set with quite a bit of armor for a light set anyway, and it does a bit of heat and cold as well, protection wise. So a nice set to look at all the same if you're interested in the armor from these guys. A side note about these guys as well, you can't actually bleed them in this version, so they seem to be immune to poison and bleed. So I don't know if that will come in the official version, but it's something definitely worth noting that is a thing. They're pretty much an undead type. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!